Stuck juggling a credit card? Line of credit, maybe a car loan? I'll show you a few ways to be able to pay that down, and we'll figure out which method fits you best. Hi, I'm Marco. Welcome to another episode of Making Better Sense. If you're new to this channel, you're gonna know I'm passionate about finances. My goal is to help all Canadians become more financially literate, and I wanna make sure that everyone is able to work towards their dream, whatever that dream might be, whether it be retirement, better future, or even savings for their children's education. Today we're gonna talk about debt. What is debt? How it impacts Canadians, and the two methods to help you eliminate debt called the Snowball and the Avalanche Method. And we'll even do a side-by-side comparison of the two. We're also going to look at a hybrid model called the Blizzard Method, which mixes the two up. So here we go. Debt is really difficult to talk about. It's the #1 wealth killer. We're bombarded with ads telling us to buy now and pay later. We borrow to pay for school, to buy our cars. We even put groceries on credit cards just to get the points. It seems like the world is stacked against us, and most Canadians feel that they're just trying to keep up. And in my experience, I was drowning in it. I had 2 credit cards, fully maxed out, and a line of credit. I was in so deep, I thought I would never dig myself out. And I had a few failed attempts before I finally started seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Now I share this with you because I'm not judging. I just want you to know that you're not alone and hope is possible. The average Canadian now carries about $22,000 in non-mortgage debt. As a country, households owe roughly $1.75 for every dollar of disposable income. That means a huge portion of your paycheck is already spoken for before you even start saving. Debt isn't just about numbers. It's the options your family loses, the time it takes to recover, as well as the goals you need to delay. Every dollar you pay towards interest is a dollar your future self will never get to use. To start turning that around, you'll need a clear budget and a good handle on how much extra money you can free up each month, because that's the fuel for every debt paydown strategy. I'll be doing a full video on budgeting soon to help you lock that part in. Here are the rules. You absolutely make the minimum payment on all of your debts. And then you aim for every extra dollar to attack one specific debt. Once you finish that debt, roll that payment onto the next debt until that's finished. The Snowball Method is about behavior. It was popularized by Dave Ramsey, one of my favorite go-to voices in personal finances. This approach has you putting all of those extra dollars towards the smallest balance first, regardless of the interest rate. It's psychological. You're stacking early wins in order to stay motivated and see progress along the way. This is powerful because personal finances is in fact personal. How you think and how you stay motivated to stick to it long enough to get to the finish line is ultimately what matters. Discipline and consistency are what's going to make you successful. The Avalanche Method is about math, pure math. You target the highest interest rate first, no matter the balance. It's the most logical and cost-effective way to pay down debt, but there's a catch. For many people, the highest interest debt is also their largest balance, so that victory takes longer to see. That can delay and drain motivation even though you're saving more money overall. Both methods work. In fact, I have used both. It's not about which one is better on paper, which one is faster, which is more efficient. It's about which one you're going to stick to long enough to get to that finish line. Let's make this real. 2 Canadians, same income, same debt, different strategies. We're going to meet my good friends, Brian Biscotti and Cara, both in their 30s and ready to take control of their debt. They each earn about $55,000 a year, roughly $4,580 a month before taxes, and that would make it about $3,300 after deductions. Like many Canadians, their living costs are rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, phone, transportation, and all the rest. So averages about $2,500 per month. That leaves approximately $800 in breathing room each month. Both decide to use $400 a month towards debt repayment while saving the other $400 for emergencies. So here's what their debt looks like. Both have a student loan for $10,000 at 6.95%. Both have a credit card for $15,000 at 20.99%, and both have a car loan for $8,000 at 7.94%. Brian wants to use the Snowball Method. He starts with the smallest balance, which is his $8,000 car loan. He throws every extra dollar at it until it's gone, and then just a little under 2 years later, he has it paid off. He then rolls that payment into his $10,000 student loan. And once that's paid off, he finally tackles the $15,000 credit card. The early wins are going to keep him motivated and help him stay disciplined. By the time he's done, he's built habits that make savings and paying down debt second nature. Cara takes the different approach with the Avalanche Method. She starts with that highest interest rate first, since that's what's costing her the most, which is her $15,000 credit card at 20.99%. Once that's clear, she moves to the car loan, which is at 7.49%. And once she clears that up, she moves down to the student loan at 6.95%. Now, she's going to save about $1,100 more in interest than Brian, and she's going to finish roughly 4 to 5 months earlier than Brian. But it takes longer before she feels that first big win.
Cara's method rewards patience and precision, but it takes strong discipline to stick to it. She saves over $1,000, but that only matters if you can stay disciplined long enough to get to the finish line. Both methods work because they give your money direction. Both Brian and Cara show that there's more than one way to win if you remain consistent. Now, if you want the best of both worlds, meet the Blizzard Method, a strategy coined by author Beverly Harzog.
Knock out your smallest debt first for a quick win, and then switch to the Avalanche Method for the rest. You get the psychology of momentum and the math advantage on interest.
Whenever you get a bonus or a tax refund, throw it at your current target.
Here's how you want to set this up. First, you want to list every debt, the balance, the rate, and the minimum payment. You're going to build a mini emergency fund between $1,000 and $2,500. Then you're going to choose your method: Snowball, Avalanche, or the Blizzard. And then very importantly, you're going to automate payments on your payday. You're going to set it and you're going to forget it, because when you do that, you end up winning. Another good thing is to remove those spending triggers. Freeze your cards, unsubscribe from sales emails, delete saved cards online. That's key so you don't accumulate more debt. And then you want to review your budget each week and hold yourself accountable.
Getting out of debt isn't easy. It takes patience, consistency, and a plan that fits you, but it's absolutely possible. When I first started, I started using the Avalanche Method because it made sense. You attack the largest debt. But I found it really hard to stick to. And that's when my wife Gail jumped in, and she, without even knowing, switched us to the Snowball Method. She saw what I couldn't. It wasn't about math, it was about momentum. She switched us to the Snowball Method, and suddenly we began to see progress. Each debt we cleared gave us confidence and momentum to keep moving forward. Each win was a turning point, and that's how debt reduction works. Discipline is the real strategy that helps you win. No app, no spreadsheet. Just commitment, consistency, and teamwork. Each payment you make is a vote for your financial future. And it gives you breathing room, confidence, as well as freedom. So what would your life look like with that weight lifted off your shoulders? Don't wait for a perfect time or a perfect strategy. Start with what you have today. Pick a method that fits you and just keep going. When the interest stops eating away at your paycheck, your money will finally start working for you, not against you. If you need help aligning your plan to your cash flow, please book a free introductory call and we can chat. It's not about perfection, it's about the progress. So if you want more money matters that help everyday Canadians, hit like, subscribe, and let's make better sense together. More videos for you guys. You guys can either pick term insurance versus mortgage insurance, or you guys can pick segregated funds versus mutual funds.